Nvidia shares are up nearly 5% today and more than 9% despite last week's sell-off. While the volatility left some investors wary of the big AI names, our next guest saw the dip as a buying opportunity, upping his stake big time. Let's bring in fast money trader and Grasso Global CEO Steve Grasso. Give me the deets, Steve. It's good to see you.
How you doing, Kelly? Yeah, this could have. I always love hindsight when it proves you're right. This was a binary instance, though. This could have went very bad against me if the macro market sold off. It didn't, so I look great, on a micro basis after the fact. I own Nvidia. I originally owned Nvidia, I should say, in the 120s was my average, and I expanded that position considerably. So now my average is around 102. So that's how much I was buying on that dip. Once again, that dip could have gained more strength. Market could have sold off more precipitously. It didn't. So once I started to see the market solidify, I really leaned into that position for Nvidia.
The entire investment community is holding its breath for Nvidia's upcoming earnings report on August 28th, an event already being termed as potentially era-defining. For those whose portfolios breathe tech and AI, this isn't just another quarterly earnings call. This is a much-anticipated reveal from the Godfather of AI himself, Jensen Huang. Dan Ives, a renowned analyst from Wedbush Securities, has made headlines by declaring that the nuances shared by Nvidia's CEO about future AI chip demand could send ripples across the global stock market. This drop-the-mic moment, as Ives describes it, could potentially redefine Nvidia's standing and influence not just their investors, but also the broader technology sector. Stay tuned as we unfold what's at stake for Nvidia, along with the key market trends and numbers driving all the excitement. But first, if you want to keep up with the latest updates of companies like Nvidia and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market, so click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates. Now, back to today's video.
What's the exit strategy?
Yeah, so normally, when those of the people that follow me on Twitter or watch me on Fast Money, I usually trade around a core position, which means that I'll have my core positions and then I'll trade tails around it. The tail actually became the core. So I think that the stock probably trades back up to the 120 range, and shorter term, obviously 115. That was just a blink of an eye of where it was today. So I think you're going to see higher prices. I think the market has to perform well. Market doesn't perform well, this is definitely a momentum stock, but I think you're going to see a 120 print sooner rather than later in the name.
The technology sector hasn't seen this level of buzz in a while, and industry insiders are treating Nvidia's upcoming earnings report as nothing short of monumental. Gone are the days when quarterly reports meant merely flipping through PowerPoint decks and earnings spreadsheets. According to Dan Ives, every word from Jensen Huang has the potential to send the stock zooming or plummeting, adding, "You will be able to hear a pin drop on trading desks around the street globe." As investors hang on Huang's every word, the stakes are unimaginable, rivaling the top transformative moments in tech history. Nvidia sits at the frontier of artificial intelligence with their AI chips, which are the gears and cogs behind several technological advancements today. Whether it's massive data centers, autonomous driving, or high-performance gaming, Nvidia's chips are indispensable. Market anticipation is sky-high, with some seeing this earnings call as a revelation that could influence AI's roadmap until 2025, possibly longer. An AI enthusiast's dream and investors' delight Nvidia isn't new to groundbreaking moments. Their stocks have soared over the past years, benefiting from being a key player in the AI revolution. The company has become synonymous with high-performance GPUs and AI-driven solutions. Last year alone, their stocks skyrocketed by more than 100%, proving skeptics wrong and affirming that Nvidia knew exactly what they were doing. Are things about to get even more interesting? Dan Ives suggests so, emphasizing that Huang's commentary might clue investors into an unprecedented demand trajectory for AI chips. Investors will be all ears for Huang's insights, says Ives. The sheer magnitude of this AI demand could bring monstrous opportunities, not just for Nvidia, but for the entire tech sector. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Investocracy.
Because I wonder, not that the bloom is coming off the rose, but that there's a sense when you see Apple Intelligence coming out without being trained on Nvidia chip, I'm going to some of these other rollouts that don't necessarily require those big, expensive workhorses. Are they kind of telling people that there's a way to participate in the AI rush without it necessarily being that Nvidia share price doubles and it becomes a $6 trillion company or whatever? Have we kind of dialed that back a little bit, I wonder?
Yeah, I think that's a valid premise. But when you think about it, they still own 85% of the market share in AI. So maybe to the extent of the chip that's going to be used could change just depending on what sector of the economy that you're in. But ultimately, if you want premium, you're going to go with Nvidia. Everyone that we heard from in large cap tech is increasing their spend in chips. Do they all need the highest price chip? Maybe not, but they're all going to be buying some aspect of Nvidia, and nothing grows to the sky, Kelly. To your point, but I think we saw that drawdown pretty effectively last week, and I think people are getting back into it, understanding that the fundamentals are still sound.
Given the backdrop of rapid technological innovation and rising competition, Huang's ability to articulate a roadmap for AI chip supply and demand will be under meticulous scrutiny. Tweets around this have given rise to wild speculative currents, all circling back to the question, how much longer and faster can Nvidia ride the AI wave? Serendipity or strategy? Behind the run-up to the earnings call, there's a constant influx of opinions and sentiments. From market analysts to tech enthusiasts, everyone has something to say. But amidst the plethora of voices, the common thread remains. Nvidia is doing something right. Their forward-thinking R&D investments, partnerships, and acquisitions have established a robust ecosystem around their products. Yet even behemoths aren't immune to market volatility. A look back at their stock movements shows that high-stakes moments like these often lead to stock surges or dips based on market reception of the earnings. However, it's not just about the numbers. How Huang frames Nvidia's future in the realm of AI is equally critical. Investors like Ives feel this could be a moment straight out of a business thriller, as every statement has the power to either send stocks skyrocketing or trembling down like the Hindenburg. A glimpse of the future industry experts predict a range of outcomes for Nvidia's stock post-earnings call. Some maintain a conservative outlook, citing potential market corrections, and pointing out that tech stocks can't sustain meteoric rises indefinitely. Others, however, argue that if anyone can keep the dream alive, it's Nvidia. After all, their chips are at the heart of innovations that promise to change the world. According to a tweet by market analyst and tech enthusiast Chris Marshall, Nvidia's earnings call might be the iPhone moment for AI chips. Miss it at your own peril. While perhaps hyperbolic, Marshall's sentiment captures the widespread expectation that this might be one of those rare financial events where everything seems to pivot. So what does this mean for Nvidia stock investors? Let's find out. But first, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
Yeah, that's my last question. After everything that's just happened, it feels a little back to the future to me that we don't come out of this, repositioning or whatever it is and say, okay, time to rotate into the smaller caps and the mid caps and the value, this and whatever. It's kind of, okay, no, yields are lower. The NASDAQ's outperforming the Russell today. Nvidia's taking off. And what does that tell you? Or is it a head fake?
Well, it tells me if you look at the chart on the IWM, if you look at the chart on the small caps, those names, 45% or so of small caps are unprofitable companies. Back in the 90s, that number was 15%. So people want to travel where they have the fortified balance sheet, where they have earnings, where earnings are growing. And that is still large cap tech and technology as a whole. So, yes, I think we are back to the future. And no matter which sector you are investing in, it will evolve with chips, and that takes technology to do it.
With so much hype and so many eyes on Nvidia, the question on Wall Street remains, is this too good to be true? Historical data do show that the company has a track record of exceeding expectations. Analysts have churned out forecasts predicting steady growth ahead, leveraged by the growing dependence on AI-integrated solutions across various sectors. Currently, Nvidia's stock is trading at impressive heights. Just last year, it saw a climb from $140 to nearly $300. backed by robust earnings and strong market positioning. Analysts project an upward trajectory if the forthcoming earnings call underlines tangible growth in AI chip demand. However, the stock market is, as always, a double-edged sword. While the projections are rosy, there's also an inherent risk if the stock doesn't meet market expectations, especially given the hype surrounding Huang's statements. But long-term analysts remain bullish. If Huang's words on August 28th align with the enthusiasm building up, Nvidia could solidify its status as the poster child for AI advancements. So, what's the takeaway? While no investment comes without risks, Nvidia's upcoming earnings call seems ripe for those eager to capitalize on the AI boom. Whether you're a seasoned investor or a tech enthusiast, all signals are indicating that the time to keep a close eye on Nvidia is now. As we march towards August 28th, the air is electric with anticipation. Jensen Huang's insights might not just determine Nvidia's fate, but could also set the stage for the next big leap in AI innovation. What are your thoughts? Could Nvidia's earnings report be the game changer everyone expects? Let us know in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going in what promises to be a defining moment for both Nvidia and the broader tech industry. If you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.